show can be a little gay,
But if you're not,
that's okay.
you can listen and have fun
Either way.
Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who, guests and music and reviews, Game of Thrones, Wynonna too. We promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like dirty things. Dirty things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast. I'm Kat.
I am Wendy.
And this is Tara.
On today's episode, we have a mail sack. We got some nerd news. And we're going to purgatory again. Maybe for the last time.
Oh.
For a little break. We'll see. Okay. But first, hey Wendy.
Yeah, it's kind of on them. They got to give us new content. They want us to go to purgatory every week.
Agreed.
They got to give us a reason to go.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want? Birthdays?
That'd be great, yeah.
Oh, I got birthdays. I'm just going to do them all on the same day because there were 3 people. I mean, there were some other good people, but I'd like to, hey, let's streamline it all on the same day. That would be March 24th. We're going to start with one Jessica Chastain because I really liked Zero Dark 30 and she was awesome. And I liked her in the movie that I forget the name of where she barely spoke.
I don't know. Don't recall that
Don't
one.
know what you're talking about.
Hang on, I'll look it up while y'all are guessing.
Okay.
I'm going to guess turning 46.
Oh. I'm going to go 38.
The movie was The Tree of Life. Do you not remember that?
Never seen it.
It was weird and good, but I liked it. Jessica Chastain is turning 47.
Oh,
Come on.
That's right,
So
right?
close,
She was
so
born in
close.
1977.
Come on.
I don't know.
Well, she was, so that
How-
makes it
Sarah,
47,
how
right?
did you possibly know that?
Did you guess it? I
just
wasn't listening.
Looking at, I mean, not that she looks a certain age, but just she's been in a lot for a long time.
She's
I
been
feel
around a
and,
while.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Okay.
She's very hot.
Well, here's an actress from a little-known TV show called Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Allison Hannigan. March 24th.
Of course, she's a Pisces too. In the Pisces Club. Love
And
her
also
so
How I Met Your
much.
Mother, obviously.
Yeah, she was on. It's weird to think was on that show way longer than Buffy.
That is weird.
It's great when you can get on 2 pretty iconic TV shows.
Not bad. She's doing okay.
So, I'm gonna say she is turning 45.
I'm going to say 47.
I can't believe this, but she's turning 50.
No.
Okay.
Born in 1974.
She's
Wow.
50.
Pretty good.
Wow.
50!
Whoa, careful, Wendy. You almost knocked your computer over. She looks great.
Yeah.
Doing
I haven't
it.
seen her I haven't seen her. I'm sure she's doing things, but
Yeah, what she's
mainstream
up to.
stuff for a while. But
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't
she
either.
doesn't need to with that Buffy and How I Met Your Mother money.
No, she's pretty set.
She's fine.
Yeah. Here's one of your former co-stars, Kat. The great Tig Notaro.
Oh. Yes, of
You
course.
shared a
Cats.
stage with old Tig.
Yes.
I
Shared
did.
the stage
times.
at the
We go way
Lucy
back.
Lawless concert.
That's right. And then
go way
Tara and
back.
I passed her in Central Park one time.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And we were like,
Uh,
it's Tig Notaro.
it's
Notaro.
Tig,
And
yes.
she's in Star Trek Discovery.
Yep.
She is.
Yep. That was what, 09, 10? 09 and 10? Cat? That I think you
Yeah.
hosted the 2
One
concerts.
was like,
It was
no, it was a little earlier,
2006?
7.
2007,
6, 7,
2008. Yeah. No, sorry.
no,
we
there
were-
was
No,
one in
Moleste.
2009.
Oh, everybody,
Well,
hold
there were
on.
more,
Now,
but-
everybody
you're wrong,
relax.
Kat. You're a liar.
I know they
wrong.
started in.
we were
yeah,
prepping at the end of 2006. It was January 2007, 2008,
Damn right.
2009.
Thank you.
You
Okay.
just called me a liar, Tara.
Well, am I wrong? I mean,
I had to think
didn't say
about it.
You said I was
Look,
wrong.
there's
when
the
I said,
poster. There's the first poster right there.
Those were good times. I saw a post recently, speaking of that, where Lucy, I think, commented on it or reposted it about like, oh, remember those Lucy Lawless concerts? She should do more of those. And she basically reposted and said, oh, yeah, those were quite a bit of fun.
Yeah, those were good times. We had some fun.
We'll see.
She's also
what was the question, Tig?
Kiss and Butt
Who cares?
the universe.
Okay.
Give the Dead. That was fun.
I'm going to say
Anywho,
Tig is
How's Tig?
turning 53.
I'm saying 55.
You're a wizard, Tara. 53.
Yeah.
Okay, I might just quit this podcast. How do you do this? This is your superpower.
I don't know.
How do you do this?
You should go to the carnival and guess people's ages.
I feel like that's a
Good.
thankless job.
It is. It is.
I would never do this if they could see or hear us.
Well, good thing they don't listen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We have another birthday, very special birthday.
Oh, yeah.
More, not just friend of the Snop, more like family of Snop.
Yeah.
Great Noe.
Mm-hmm.
Noe, who likes to hang with celebrities at soccer matches and
Yeah.
brings us giant bags of chips and snacks.
Yeah, we talk about
Very
her a lot on this podcast.
kind,
She's
good
like this
person.
like this legendary character
Yep.
in our lives.
And Noe's been on the Snop. She's been
Yeah,
a guest talking World Cup
That's right.
and other things.
And if you remember, Noe was also shown on the International World Cup broadcast
That's right.
in the crowd
Australia.
multiple times.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, and just somehow all these amazing things. It's not somehow. I mean, Noe's such a likable person, so friendly,
Yeah.
and it's just
Yeah.
so
And good
you know,
karma will
a
do
go-getter,
that,
good
you
karma.
know?
Yeah, just like
She deserves
Yeah.
good things.
She
yeah,
does.
nice person, and she goes for it, man, and usually gets it. So
Yeah. Yeah. She's wonderful.
yeah. So thank you, Noe. Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday,
Noe.
Noe. We love you. I'll throw some of those in there. Yeah.
Okay. What's next?
Oh.
We have a mail sack.
Not yet.
Hold on. Wait.
There was a big
Oh,
announcement
that's
today.
right. That's
Sorry, I got
right.
distracted. There was a big announcement. So if you know the D23 convention, now it's called like the ultimate fan event. The ultimate Disney fan event is what it's called now. D23. And every year, one of the big presentations they do, so to speak, is they announce the Disney legends for that year.
Okay.
Ming-Na Wen has been a Disney legend. You know, lots of cool people have been Disney legends. People have been associated with Disney, done a lot of work for Disney, whatever.
So what is this? So what is this like? What does it mean though? It means like you're just
It means
honored in some way.
You're honored. You're just
Okay.
honored as you have contributed greatly to Disney in some, shape or form via
Okay.
film or whatever. So they've had like Carrie Fisher in 2017. I'm looking at just some old ones. Mark Hamill, things like that.
Those seem like pretty obvious ones. I'd
Well,
say.
then they do some
Yeah.
behind the scenes people too. Like this year, they announced their 14 honorees.
Okay.
Colleen Atwood, who's done brilliant work in costuming and won 4 Oscars. So, behind the scenes. Angela Bassett,
Okay.
who, Wakanda. She was in Black Panther films. I don't know if there's more things she's done with Disney. Oh, she's done voiceover stuff too.
Okay.
There's a employee. It's getting it. James Brooks, James Cameron, Jamie Lee Curtis is being honored this year. Miley Cyrus, another
Hello.
cartoonist type of person. Some actor named Harrison freaking Ford is
Oh, I
being
see.
honored this year. I
Mm.
don't know if you heard of him. Harrison Ford. They have a nice looking picture of him on their website. Another animator, Frank Oz, who was legendary
Of
himself.
course. Yeah.
Kelly Ripa, who's worked for ABC doing a show, and
I feel
another.
like they're stretching the-
Disney.
they're
Yeah, that's
stretching
stretch.
this
That's
a
a
bit.
stretch.
Well, that's the thing. They'll reach for anything they can get.
Kelly
Like there
Ripa.
aren't enough other people besides Kelly Ripa.
Well, another like a creative executive, somebody like that. So they have a mix of people that and people who are
So
behind
I'm sorry.
the scenes. One more, excuse
Kelly
me.
Ripa is in the same class as John Williams and Harrison
John Williams.
Ford.
For
Yes, John
contributions
Williams.
to Disney.
Look, it's the ABC family. And again, wait.
This is not ABC
Sorry.
Family
Yeah, she's
Legends.
done plenty of things. It's all the things. Like there's there's Martha Blanding, first ever black tour guide, and she's been like this long
At Disney,
time.
though?
Disneyland started in 1971,
Okay,
so she
that's
deserves
perfectly
it. She
great.
That's
deserves
awesome.
it.
That's
Disneyland.
She's given tours.
She
Look,
is a legend.
That's
She's given
exactly who
tours
should get
to
it.
Diana
100%.
Ross, Elton John, Olivia
Oh my
Newton-John, Cary
God.
Grant, Cher. Like she's one of
Damn.
those. Like if you got big people coming to your park, Martha's gonna give them.
This woman
Absolutely, she should
has
get it.
good stories. You know
Oh,
she has
yeah.
good stories.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But Kelly Ripa, no. She's not
I
out there
mean,
giving tours of
It was
Disney.
on All My Children too. That
That's
was on
not
ABC.
Disney.
Look, Bert, take it up with Disney. I didn't pick them.
Maybe there could have been
Disney.
13 nominees this year. That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
we don't need
Animators,
everybody.
yeah, animation guy,
Everybody
people,
gets
absolutely
some
fine.
Well, look, here's the thing. James Brooks
Yeah.
is on this list. Why? Partly because of The Simpsons, which had nothing to do with Disney,
Well,
but they bought The Simpsons.
James Cameron too. Why is he? He's not a Disney guy.
Avatar.
Yeah. Okay. Because
And he's James
Disney
Cameron.
bought Fox. That's
And-
why he's on here.
And World of Avatar is in their parks. And I think he's done National Geographic shows for Disney, I think.
Okay.
Type of things. Maybe. Maybe not.
Hmm.
Either way, it's James Cameron. They're gonna get who they can get. Oh, he helped create the Avatar park. I don't know.
Okay, of
It's
the
a great
park.
ride. If he had something to do with that ride at the Avatar park, part of the park, he deserves this because that was
Okay.
a great ride.
Cool.
Either way, here's my conundrum now.
Oh, okay.
I want to go.
Oh.
So here's the thing. So dear Jackie of Jackie and Buster sent me the price breakdown for tickets. And let me tell you, so they moved. It's at the Anaheim Convention Center. They had a big room where they'd have these big events. That's where I saw Harrison Ford a couple of years ago for that presentation. Now it's going to be at the Honda Center. So you
Ooh.
can buy tickets to the event. And if you buy a certain level of ticket, like for the day or for the weekend, you get into this. Like they have the panel where they talk about the upcoming films that are TV shows, like they'll talk Andor, they'll talk Marvel, whatever. It's the one I went to with Harrison. They have one that's what's coming up in the Disney parks, and then they have the Legends presentation, and it's one per night.
Oh.
So depending on the ticket you get, you can get into these presentations, and more people can get in. But let me tell you, the prices range from. So, like, say you get the Ultimate Preferred Fan Pass, all 3 days, for $9.99. That's not $9.99.
Oh,
That's
no.
$9.99. You can get the
Disney.
100 level, sections 110 through 112. That's
Of
on the
this
floor
massive
in the
arena.
back.
Yeah,
of
this is the
Honda Center.
hockey arena that is in
But
Anaheim.
I think, look,
Yeah.
I think they're like doing the thing where it's cutting in half based on the picture I've seen. It's not the whole thing. It's like it's in half or so. You move up a section if you want to pay $1,500. You move
What?
up another section if you want to pay about $2,100.
Wait,
for the-
999 is the lower one?
yeah.
Oh, no.
The
Come
top of the
on,
line, you can get
Disney.
basically sections 101 to 103 right up in the front for $2,600. I mean, you get to
My
go to the
God.
you get all, and you get a reserved seat for
Dude,
all 3 days.
do you get to meet these people? Do I get to meet James Cameron? Do I get to meet
No.
Or at least Kelly Ripa.
Yeah, Kelly Ripa. Or do I get some included autographs in this or like selfies?
No.
Like open bar?
Right, open bar.
Oh.
Can we just walk around with drinks and
How much are you going to drink for that?
try to
Now, here's the
forget how
thing.
much we paid for
If
this?
you do get the ultimate preferred fan pass of any level, you have a
Yeah.
reserved seat. If you
Okay.
don't, now you
Otherwise,
better.
you don't even get a
You
reserve
better
seat.
fucking
Nope.
have a reserve seat.
So if you
What?
don't get that, you get a certain section. Like say you get a 3-day pass. For the top price of $747, you're in the 200 level. But you
For a
don't have a
2-day.
reserved seat. You basically just sit somewhere in the 200s. And then it moves up by price or moves down in price and you get further back. So the thing is,
That's just for the. That's insane. These do not include meet and greets, VIP experiences.
Just
Souvenir
saying.
cups.
Yeah, some souvenir cups. An Iron Man hand like the one you got at Disneyland.
I mean, I'm sure
Oh,
you get some sort of
Bob
trinkets.
Iger.
I don't know.
What?
Yeah, they
a
probably
You
gave you
get
a
to
little
be
bag,
bitch.
like a
that
book in
close to
it.
Harrison and John. And
How
Kelly.
you're not even that close though. You're
You're not
now
that
in a
close.
arena situation.
Anyway, I don't know what
Wendy,
ticket
don't.
I'm getting yet.
Wendy.
What?
I'm not
Wendy.
going to get some $1,000 ticket, but I don't know. I want to be in the building. I mean, you can pay. Look, I read the expensive ones. There's cheaper tickets where you're in the building. You're just in the back.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what the prices are.
Okay. All right.
So
And
do
those
you
are
know
the-
what day you're gonna go, or multiple days?
Look, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind getting. So I'm a gold member of D23, so I get to order my tickets on Tuesday.
Okay.
But I'm sure, like all Disney things now, I'm going to be sitting in a queue, hoping I even get a chance to order tickets. So that's the first day. The second day is D23 Plus. If you have a certain Visa card, you can order. And then the third day is whoever's left can get tickets. I get to get them on the first day. I mean, in theory, I'd love to just say, I mean, I'd love to see all of them. But like, if I could just get a Sunday ticket for all day Sunday plus the Legends thing, I would be
Yeah.
fine with that. I mean, the other
Okay.
two panels are be cool. I mean, I just don't know what they're going to show at the film one, where they're talking about what's coming up. Because I don't, not like Dial of Destiny when it was coming. I'm like, I know Harrison's going to be there and I want to see him. Like, I don't know who's going to be there.
Right.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're going to be announcing, what they're going to be talking about. With,
So
I
you,
mean, probably good
yeah.
stuff, but
Who
my
knows?
focus is Legends. But then what if I got some big old ticket and then, oh, I'm sorry, John's sick. He's unable to make it. Or Harrison
right?
had to go film something and is unable to make it.
And when is this actually happening? What are the dates?
August.
Oh.
August something something and something else. Let's see. 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm just saying. It's out
Okay.
there.
Okay.
And they go on sale Tuesday, so
Oh, you got to. Oh, geez. You got to decide.
yeah.
Oh, boy.
Or you know what? Sometimes you have to decide. Sometimes you see what's left when you finally get into order. Because it's Disney. Like the half marathon we signed up. Sometimes you're just like, what races are still open once I get inside
Right.
the queue.
Wow.
Okay.
Anyway, but that's the update. D23 being announced. And by the way, WonderCon is in a couple weeks in Anaheim.
Oh yeah.
Can I get a professional pass? I don't know. I still don't have any response of whether or not I get a pro ticket or not.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, instead of 2 months, it's now been over 6 months. So now I'm not the only one. Some people just haven't gotten an answer, so we don't know.
Well, good luck.
Mystery. Speaking of
So-
conventions, if you haven't heard,
Yeah.
the Fan Fusion UK, I think I talked about it. It got rescheduled. It was supposed to be
Yeah.
on my birthday weekend. I was moderating panels. And it has been moved to the first week of November. It's actually election weekend here in the U.S., so I'm getting out of town. I'm gonna mail in my vote early,
Vote early.
get
vote
out of
often.
here for the aftermath.
Hopefully, there's a country for you to come home to.
Yes, I hope so. Yeah,
But
so
at least
it's
you'll be
the
gone
first-
if things go terribly
true.
Well, I'm
wrong.
saying when I'll either be really happy, right, or really depressed, and even just really want to get out of there even more, and just
Totally.
be amongst the Brits and all those lovely UK folk. So that's November 1st to the 3rd. And all the original guests so far have now, it was kind of, we got the dates, and then it was just a matter of waiting for which guests. So, and Katerina Scorsoni back on the list. Really excited about that. And ER. So my Grays folks. Yeah, so check it out if you're in the area, or feel like if you feel like joining me if you're in the US and you're just like, peace out, gonna go. Now you have a place to go.
It's a great idea. Very good.
It's my update.
Exciting. It's back on.
Are we on to
know
news
what
yet? No, the mail sack.
No,
My goodness.
hold on.
time
You
for
are in a hurry.
Out of sorts.
We have a mail sack. Let's jump into it.
Okay, I'll go first. I have mail from
Okay.
AK. AK says the subject is subjective. Hey there, my dudes. Sounds to me like Stacy is a future knight of Snop-a-Lot.
Yes.
All
Stacy
right.
recently found the podcast. Yes. Remember last time?
You may have been in a blackout.
That's right. You might have been the blackout.
Oh, that's
when
right.
Stacey wrote
I was
us.
like,
yeah,
what,
you missed a
what
few.
is AK talking about here?
Yes, new listener.
Sorry, Stacey. I was somewhere not functioning at that time.
Somewhere dark and cold and
Yeah.
lonely.
Carrie, thank you so much for the kind offer. You sounded remarkably like you were paraphrasing the Cavalier of the Ninth House. We do bones, motherfucker. I don't know what any of that means.
That's amazing.
Smiley, smiley, smiley face. If I mail my finger to you, do you think you could sort it out for me? That would be super cool. How much
Yeah.
did I
How
miss?
is-
What is
how is that
happening?
I don't remember what
How's
that
the
is.
finger? AK hurt their finger. So how's
that's
how's
right.
the finger doing? We hope it's
Yeah.
we hope you didn't have to resort to mailing it somewhere.
That's right.
Aha. Thanks, guys. I was wondering what the hell the curse of part of Oak Island was about. I thought maybe I was looking up the wrong show, but there didn't seem to be another Oak Island. Now I know.
The curse is that you're never going to find what you're looking for.
Look,
No.
here's the
that's not
thing.
the curse, Tara.
Just so you know, we're recording this while it's on, so I'm missing
Wow.
it. So I'm gonna have to watch it right after. But there's a part in the previews where someone says they can pinpoint where the Ark of the Covenant is on the island.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna
We
rush
might have-
in there and watch that as soon as this is over.
We might have big news next week.
We better.
So
Sir Max and I both drew a blank about what the Schrodinger's thing was. We couldn't remember, so we did the only
it's nothing.
sensible thing and asked a knight who would know. Sir Nancy was able fairly swiftly to tell us context with both
Great.
episode number and timestamp.
Wow.
He really
Thanks,
knows
Nancy.
her stop, saluting with my sword. Hail, Sir Nancy. And Sir Beck was kind enough to furnish us with the link to the Wicked Azina musical.
Nice.
Blimey. Max loved it. Amazing. Awesome. Best thing ever.
Nice.
In quotes. Wow.
In quotes, yeah. I didn't get all of it, and I reckon there may have been some spoilers, but it's all good. I guess at the end of the final series, Xena decides she can cope with the brat after all.
Aw.
Weird.
Burn.
Burn. Seriously, though, amazing. Great star turn by Tara M. Also, very much enjoyed some cameos from one W. Woody. Why are we singing? We're all gonna die. That was my big line. One of my big lines. Fabulous. Well worth the wait of how many years have you been doing this podcast now? Oh, bollocks. I've got Defying Gravity as an earworm now. Again. Ta-ta for now, AK. And then there's lots of emojis sprinkled.
Yeah. Well,
Glad you watched it, AK.
Yeah, we've got the link out there somewhere. Well, obviously Beck has it. It's Wicked Azina
Apparently, yeah.
musical. Sure.
Apparently.
Share the love now, you know. It's been like 14 years, so I think it's,
Oh my god.
you know, it's
At least,
a lot of
yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
I
about
want to
that.
do
It's
a
great.
sequel.
I love it.
where we
Okay.
sing the songs we didn't get to sing, or do a Hamilton version. Let's put a feeler out there.
That sounds
If
ambitious.
you like a
Doesn't it, though?
Xena, you know, we did a Wicked Azina musical.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on a musical that you think, you know, Wicked is pretty universal? But people would be familiar enough with the songs. You don't have to give us like specific song ideas or anything like that. We'll make it work. Just what would you like to see? That's what I'm trying to go with. As far as like musical theme, just put it out there. We have some ideas, like the ones I already stated, but you know, I can't steal those. It's recorded. But let us know. That's interested. If you have any thoughts. If not, then we'll just do what we want anyway.
Okay.
Probably in another 5 years. That's about how long it takes.
Hamilton makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, I could totally see that.
Yeah, I've got thoughts on Hamilton. Just, you know, it's kind of like, I feel like enough people know it, or at least familiar
yeah.
enough with some of the bigger songs. But I think it'd just be fun anyway. There's
And it'd be
a
so
lot of
easy
thoughts
to
I have
do,
about that
obviously.
one. Yeah. Well, we put our minds to it, Wendy. By golly, we can do it.
I'm not
You
even
guys
talking
can
about
do
the
We did
effort. I'm
win-
talking about the style.
The
It
actual
just
style. I
seems so complicated.
Look, some of those Wicked songs were not exactly easy, but I think we can figure it out. I already got some ideas jotted down as far as lyrics, but
That's exciting.
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
let's get to work.
All right. Well, we'll put it on hold for right now. Finish the podcast.
Put a pin in
Oh,
that.
okay. Please.
But
if you
it's
don't
my
mind.
turn. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. Oh no, I'm ahead of myself again. Sorry, I turned 40 last week. It's
Oh,
on
it's already
downhill from there.
it's
Oh,
already
Yeah, it
starting.
happens. It happens really quick.
okay. I got
Can't
one from
can confirm.
Nancy.
Quicker than
Yay,
usual, apparently.
Nancy! Nancy. It was just waiting. It was like waiting till the day. I was like,
It
haha, here
was.
I come. All right. Nancy. So the subject is AFC soccer jerseys from Nancy. Thank you, Nancy, for clarifying it. The Yeti jerseys Lucy and Renee were wearing are from Austin FC. There is a connection between Austin FC and Armadillo World Headquarters, I think, which is how Renee would be involved. Remember, she is working on a podcast celebrating the history of Armadillo World Headquarters. Her stepdad and mom were involved with Armadillo World Headquarters, in addition to owning Threadgills. At least that's my understanding. So the jersey is specifically in honor of Armadillo World Headquarters. Matthew McConaughey is one of the owners of Austin FC. So I'm just going to throw in Austin FC is the men's soccer team in Austin. So the men's football team, professional football team,
Football club.
football club. Yes, thank you.
Very good.
Probably everything in Austin is connected to Armadillo World Headquarters. Harder to say than you think. It seems to represent the heart of the beloved and legendary music scene.
There you go.
There is a link included. So, of course, we are talking about the Yeti jerseys at South by Southwest Film Festival. It was posted a picture of Lucy and Renee in these really cool, like
Yeah.
kind of like seafoam bright green that says Yeti on the front. You couldn't tell like what it said on the little symbol in the front, and then it had their names and some numbers on the back. So
Yeah. So cute.
yeah, well, they're super cute. Jerseys are cool.
Yeah.
But
So
thank you
Yeah.
for some
Thank you, Nancy.
context
Yes.
on that, Nancy.
Very true,
Nancy's
Nancy. And in fact, there is a book about Armadillo World Headquarters, right, with and about Eddie Wilson that I got a copy of from Eddie and Sandra, but I haven't read it
Oh,
yet.
very good.
We were
Oh, you-
there. They were having a
Yeah.
celebration of Eddie. They were having a whole like music festival because he was so instrumental in
Amazing.
the music scene in Austin.
And in case,
And yeah, Renee is
Yeah.
making a podcast about
Yep.
it. So hopefully that will be out soon, and that'll be. I'm sure that'll be really good.
Yeah, very cool. And in case you are not from America and not familiar with what an armadillo is, like we weren't familiar with what was that thing that the koala that drops out and like eats you in Australia.
It's a drop bear.
Okay. An armadillo is much less fierce and scary. Yeah, I think it's cute. It's it's almost like a rat-like creature, but bigger and cuter. It has a shell. So armadillos are known for like very hard shells that they can
Right.
kind of like roll up into, like a little roly-poly bug almost.
Yeah, it's like a rat with armor.
Yeah, and they're prevalent, in like Texas are known for their armadillo, right? So that's why it's almost like a mascot of Texas in a certain
Right.
way. So if you're not familiar, you can look it up. Armadillo.
They're very cute. I think they're cute.
I think they're cute.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on board. I'm pro armadillo.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking of being from Texas, it was your birthday last week, Tara.
Oh, yes. Good segue.
Thank you. And Susan Minnie wanted to help you celebrate. They send us 6 beers. They sent you a
Ooh.
6-pack.
Yes.
And they say happy 40th birthday, Tara.
Aw, thank
with
you.
a birthday emoji, birthday celebration emoji, and some beer mugs clinking.
Yeah. Originally I would have had the convention gone on its original dates. I would have been celebrating my 40th with Susan Minnie. I would have been in
yeah.
England at this convention.
Aw.
The original dates were the 15th through the 17th. So, bit of a bummer. But I'll be there. So, and later this year. So, all my English friends, get ready.
She's 40 and she's ready to party.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
All right. Well, we have another, not mail, but review. So we got another new review from
Ooh.
Rebel Amanda,
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
and it says, Spank of Delight, 5
Yes.
stars. Says, I've been a listener for years and hope they stay forever. They're my best friends I've never met. Smiley, cryy, happy face, and a heart.
Yes. Aw, thank you.
Cute.
I like a review like that. We're your
Yes.
best friends that you've never met,
It's perfect.
but we're in your ear and in your hand.
Yep. Love
Spank
it.
of delight. I do need to work on that shirt.
Yeah. So if you feel inclined, and just while you listen to the rest of this podcast, go to Apple, iTunes, go to show, leave a review,
Yeah.
leave some stars. We really love
5.
words.
5 would be great.
5,
And yeah.
awesome. If you have any feedback that might make you want to leave less than 5, feel free to just email us that directly. No, you don't have to bother posting it. Just shoot us an email. But we appreciate all the feedback.
Great advice,
Yeah.
Tara.
Did you know you can't, there's not a limit on reviews? Like you can have all, as many as you want as long
I
as
love
they're
that.
good.
That's great.
Yeah.
And if you're not sure, like if you're like, oh, I don't know what to write, like just spank of delight.
Yeah.
Like let's, you can. This is like a thing now.
Shirt
never know what
nerds.
to write.
Just put shirt nerds
No,
in there.
I mean,
Sure,
don't put that
nerds.
because it's not a thing. It's nothing to do with us. You should definitely.
If
put
you're a
spank
Wynonna
of
fan, you could
delight.
say, "We love Tubi," that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Have fun with it. You
Yeah.
know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You don't have to Nancy is awesome for providing timestamps and that sort of thing, but we don't. It doesn't have to be that specific.
No.
Yeah, but have at it if you've got that info.
That'd be great, and we'll read it on the podcast.
Yeah, we love getting those. So much fun,
Yeah.
and you are personally helping us with getting, people on the show that you like. So you could be contributing to that, like they say on Curse of Oak Island. You could possibly be, maybe, contributing to your favorite guest possibly coming onto a podcast that could maybe be ours.
A lot of maybes and possiblies and question marks in there.
But I think I put enough pauses between them that you forget I even said those things.
You nailed it. That was pretty good. It's like I was listening to that voiceover guy. Okay, now guess what time it is now, Tara?
Nerd news.
Nerd news, nerd news. I repeat, we have breaking nerd news.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all handle the. I think.
Okay.
I mean, I'm excited for this first one.
Well, it's a new Star Wars Disney Plus show. It's called The Acolyte. It's set way in the way back, like I think it's like 100 years before Phantom Menace. I've read a few, like somebody thought it was 130 something, somebody thought said it was 50. Either way, it's a ways back. It looks interesting. I've read some things about it. I listened to another podcast where they weren't talking about the trailer, but just about what they'd heard about the show. It sounds like it's, you've got the Jedi from back before Phantom Menace, and when the Jedi were ruling the day, kind of, they had power. The showrunner is, if I say this right, Leslie Headland, who did Russian Doll. And apparently her elevator pitch was basically, told from the side of the Sith, from the dark, and they're kind of rising up against the group that has the power, which is the Jedi. So it's going to be from the Sith, I guess, if it is Sith point of view. So part of it is like, are we going to sympathize with the Sith? And what she's saying, it's like, it's a matter of who has the power and how are they wielding it. And she was saying, like, in Phantom Menace, there are cracks in the Jedi Order. They've allowed a Sith Lord, a Sith, to work its way into the council, with the Emperor, and under their noses, and they don't know. And what gets in there and starts bringing them down a little bit. So you don't know a whole lot about it. It looks like a whole lot of characters that no one's ever heard of, unless you're really, really deep into Star Wars, and maybe some of them have come from other sources, books. It's from the High Republic era of Star Wars.
Yeah.
It looks.
I think it's all new characters. I don't think there's.
I mean,
there
some
might be-
people are Darth Plagueis. I don't know. Is he going
Oh,
to be in there?
I see.
That
I
type
mean,
of thing.
I'm sure we will see some people pop up, but as far as like identifying people in the trailer, I haven't seen anybody be like,
No.
"Oh, that's blah 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 from
Carrie
comic
Ann Moss
whatever."
is in there.
That's awesome.
That's pretty
She looks
cool.
cool as a Jedi.
I've read it's gonna be more like an Andor feel, a little more less like Obi-Wan, more Andor, less Mando. Like a little darker, a little edgier, rougher,
That's cool. It
realistic,
looks
whatever. I don't know. But
There it is.
and it's just sort of like the bad guys are the underdog. Like they're talking about the Star Wars has been like the underdog, the rebels fighting against the Empire. Well, in this, it's like the Jedi, the Republic, they are kind of the Empire. They're in charge.
mm-hmm.
And the bad guys are like, we don't like them being in charge. We're going to rebel against them. So they're kind of the rebel side of this. Um, so it'll be like, are you going to get us to root for the Sith a little bit? But she did have a quote says, whatever you think the acolyte is, it's not that. It's a drop in the bucket, baby. Just hang in there and check it out.
Wow.
Kathy Kennedy apparently really liked her pitch, her idea. Um,
Okay.
it's interesting. It's just something we haven't seen before. I mean, the Jedi, they're still wearing the same robes.
Sure.
Well, they
They
didn't
never go
change
out of
their.
style.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
that's
timeless.
it's worked for them for a long time. Um, so yeah, we'll see. It's
Looks cool.
it's not a it's a lot of sounds like there might be even more than they're talking about right now. It looks
Hmm.
cool. The fighting looks cool. It looks
Mm-hmm. Some cool martial arts
yeah, a
stuff
lot of
going on.
lightsabers, a lot of different color lightsabers. Some badass looking Jedi type. And the Sith, which I assume is the Sith, it had the woman sort of with her hair hanging down. There's a scene where she's like got a hood on. It kind of reminds me of the little young bad Sith girl in Ahsoka. I forget her name, but
Oh
the
yeah.
apprentice to
She's cool.
Balin.
Kind of the
Kind of had that same look, that
broody
same feel.
goth kind of like
Yeah.
broody teenager.
Um, so, I mean, it's June 4th comes out, so not too
Yeah.
far off.
A 2 episode premiere, which is kind of cool.
It sounds like they're setting it up for not just a one and done. Like they want this to have at least a few seasons.
Well, good luck with getting past Bob Iger. He loves cutting stuff. It's his thing now.
Yeah, but he hadn't been cutting Star Wars too much.
No, not too much, but Marvel for sure. So it seems like he's pulling back on Marvel stuff.
I think it
Well,
was getting saturated though. I think their whole thing was like we're just throwing, and I think they ran. Well, even look at Secret Invasion for crying out loud. They were throwing too much
Right.
out there, and I think they weren't really putting they had that idea of like, whatever we do, it'll be fine, it'll work, and it didn't work.
Right.
So they
But
needed to regroup a little bit.
I think Marvel's 3 is going to feel the brunt of that. I don't think that's happening now.
I don't think it is either. But as much as I like the Marvels, it didn't do well in the box office. I thought
It's
it was
been
fun, but it's not like it.
killing it in streaming.
Yeah, yeah.
well, you know who else said we'll see what happens? Patty Jenkins. When she announced that she's back doing Rogue Squadron. And I quote, I'm back doing Rogue Squadron and we'll see what happens. That is a quote. So, surprise. So kind of the history of this with Patty Jenkins. Back before, when Wonder Woman 3 was still a thing, before that got yanked by, by what's his name? Dunn. James Dunn. Yeah, that guy.
Jib's Gun.
James Gunn. Yes, not Dunn. Gunn. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so she just kind of disappeared off that project. There were some rumors kind of going around like, why is she gone? Was the script terrible? And then it kind of was like, well, too busy on Wonder Woman 3.
Right.
So leaving to go focus on Wonder Woman 3. And then all of a sudden, Rogue Squadron, this film just disappeared off the Disney calendar. It was there, then it was gone. We didn't know if we were ever going to see Rogue Squadron again. And definitely didn't think if we did, maybe the Patty Jenkins would be involved. So, cut to this week when Patty's like, oh yeah, I'm back on Rogue Squadron. We'll see what happens. So it's kind of all went down. Patty claims she has signed a new deal with Lucasfilm and Disney to write and direct Rogue Squadron.
Sounds pretty serious.
Yeah. It was initially paused for her work on Wonder Woman 3, and says this film will honor her late father, who was a fighter pilot. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, writing and directing. So that will be interesting. And the film will be about essentially a new generation of Rebel Alliance fighters as they sought to become the best flying squadron in the galaxy. So reading more about this article from Collider, it seems like they want to make this film. All I can think of is like Top Gun, right? Like says Jenkins aimed to combine her love for high-speed thrill, an expansive universe for Star Wars, and to honor her father's memory and her fascination with aerial combat, striving to create a movie that captures the essence of both.
Nice.
So, it's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
I really
It sounds like Top Gun.
Yeah.
Like hot shot pilots.
Star Wars Top Gun, which
Love that.
could
That
go a lot of
sounds
different ways. I hope.
Great.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Me
sounds
too.
fun.
I'm just sad she's not making Wonder Woman 3.
I know.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to that. I wish we'd gone up and said hi to her at the
I
DJ
know.
Awards.
You
Right.
should have. You could
I
have got
mean,
the
Picture
scoop.
with her. We're right.
You guys.
Next to her at the
Come
PGAs.
Yeah.
Could have got the
Wow.
scoop.
Yeah. We didn't know. I mean, we still tried, but yeah, she just left when we weren't looking, and
She
Dang
snuck out of there.
At least
Yeah.
I got a random picture of her making a weird expression.
You'll always have that.
I do. Yeah, I hope it happens. I mean, maybe she'll be at D23 announcing Rogue
Ooh.
Squadron. Maybe I
Again.
should get that $8,000 ticket.
get your ticket. Better upgrade.
But they already announced it before. Didn't they do it at D3 before? And they had the
I don't know
whole
if they did
cool
it at D. Did
Yeah.
they do it at D23?
video.
They had
I
a
think it
video,
was.
like
I know
her
the
walking
video
around
came
a
out,
ship.
but I didn't know if. Yeah, but I don't know if that was at D23. It may have been. I mean, either way, they made a big announcement and then said,
Yeah.
"Never mind, never mind."
Speaking of on again, off again.
Oh,
So
I like
I think last week we're talking about, maybe a week or two before, there's an X-Files reboot coming. It's from the guy who did the Black Panther movies. James Cameron's not involved, but he gives it its blessing. It's like, okay, cool, great. That sounds awesome. We'll probably never see David and Jillian on screen as Mulder and Scully again, and that's probably for the best. And then this article from giantfreakingrobot.com lands yesterday. And the title is X-Files Getting Another Return with Mulder and Scully. They need to get a well-deserved send-off. So I don't know. It's hard to tell if this is talking about that same reboot. But there's a quote in here from Fox TV Group Chairman Gary Newman. It says he's gone on the record saying that he's hopeful about the prospect of seeing David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson reprise their respective roles as Fox Mulder and Dana Scully. Fellow chairman Dana Walden also confirmed that something is in the works, but the project isn't quite ready for active development.
Interesting.
It's very confusing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not clear
No.
if this is the reboot that we have been told about. That Cameron is not Cameron. Chris Carter. Did I say James Cameron earlier?
You did.
Chris Carter
I was
is
like,
giving
wait.
it-
I just thought I was missing something, and he was been involved,
No.
and I just didn't know.
You know, old white, big ego. Same guy. So again, very confusing. Don't know. Would be cool. Maybe they kind of, have like guest star, like, oh, it's Jillian, it's Mulder and Scully, and they're kind of handing off the reins to this new group of agents. Who knows? Some other cool stuff in here is outside about Jillian, what Gillian Anderson has coming up outside the X-Files. Jillian is involved with the upcoming Tron Ares movie, so she's going to be in a Tron movie, which is in active production and slated for 2025. Other upcoming titles starring Gillian Anderson includes Scoop and The Salt Patch. Don't know what either of those are. And I guess Duchovny is currently attached to an upcoming TV series called Malice, which is currently in pre-production phases and shrouded in mystery.
Saw him at the DGAs too.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we
Could've asked
did.
him.
Should have asked
So,
him. Are you ever gonna be
I don't.
Mulder again?
So I don't know. It's very confusing. This is a very confusing article.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know what to believe.
Here's what you need to believe. Here's the lesson to be learned
I
from all
want
this.
Wendy. I want to believe.
Here's the thing. Nothing is ever done, be it, you know, people coming back into roles like Mulder, Scully, David, reboots. Anything can come back from the dead. Anything can continue. And the other lesson is don't believe that any of this will happen until it happens.
Fair. That's
So
fair.
anything can happen, but don't believe it will until it does. That's what I take away from all of this.
Sound advice.
And if David and
Spoken.
Jillian can come back for a third time, then good Lord, why can't we get Lucy and Renee back once?
I know.
I know.
It's
Meaning, yeah.
ridiculous.
It
Ugh,
is.
so frustrating.
That's all I got to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, speaking of things coming back,
Yeah, wow, the segues are hot today.
top shelf. Would you say?
Yeah.
Let's go to Purgatory.
She Nerds Out presents Live from Purgatory.
So we're in Purgatory now.
We're here. Right.
We're here. And yeah, we did get some good posts so that was their last week. They wrapped at the beginning of last week, and we got some good stuff.
It was so fast. I feel like
I know.
anxious
by.
about it because it was released. I think it would have been, I would feel a little bit different if they had announced it was happening. We had like a couple months before they started filming to kind of ramp up, but it was like the announcement next week they're filming. Now it's
Yeah.
over. I'm like, I don't know. I have some
Yeah, it happened so quick.
anxiety. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, sorry.
Oh no, are you okay? So Emily had a really very sweet post on the Insta. And it's like she's taking this on the homestead, and we see the mailbox and all the cute,
Yeah. Everyone welcome.
signs.
Yeah.
Everyone welcome, sometimes holiday and hot Earp. And then somebody took a screenshot of the comments from cast, and one of them is Jan Arden. And Jan Arden says, "What a blast." And of course, Jan Arden plays Bunny Loblaw. So that'll be, I have a feeling we're going to have Bunny back, which is going to be really fun. Kat comments magic, pure magic. Greg, thank you so much for having me aboard, Emily. It was a blast. Cannot quite get over how truly amazing the crew was. Yada yada, boom boom. Everybody had a great time. But it's also a really nice photo, and you can see some crew working in the background there by the barn. And
Man, does that just get to stay up? I'm sure they're gonna dig that out of the ground, but
absolutely
so pretty.
It
The
is,
mailbox
it's nice.
and all the
Should
signs.
stay there as like a
It belongs
memorial.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it belongs there.
What else we get this week? We got a great post from Melanie on Instagram.
Always.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was of
she's
course
just
one of
good
the
ones.
a few pictures. What do you call it? Not a reel. The thing where you're swiping through multiple
Bunch of pictures.
bunch
That's
of
what I call it.
pictures. Bunch of pictures.
Bunch of pictures.
Yep. So it's a wide variety. It looks like her with some crew. First of all, her hair, adorbs. The shorter cut off the way she has it styled.
She
Then
looks great.
a picture of her with the longer hair, clearly with extensions. We know this because then she has them balled up in the next picture, or someone does. It's just like a mass of hair,
Sort of
without
evil
her
or
head
something.
attached to it.
Yes.
Then another adorable hot picture. Let's just say hot. No, come on.
Yeah, she looks hot.
She's got like her jean jacket or her leather jacket open a little bit, some sunglasses on, giving the peace sign. It's like so cool.
Yeah.
Close up of like the bullet, a bullet.
So it looks to me like, it's that that mineral that was on the homestead and it kept the revenants from coming out. I forget what it's called. It's
yes,
oh fuck, what's it called?
Something with a light in it, I feel like.
Yes,
Yeah.
like amylite or crapolite
Acolyte
or
or
something.
no, that's
Acolyte.
yeah.
Yeah, I got some acolyte. And I think maybe that's like maybe she, you can load that into Peacemaker.
Yeah.
And,
Looks like a bullet
Hmm.
casing.
cause some trouble.
Interesting
Yeah.
idea.
Then a blurry one of her and Tim.
Without his
Yeah.
mustachio.
It looks like it's got a 5 o'clock shadow, but not a mustachio.
And it looks like they're in a sports bar 'cause it looks like there's a hockey game.
Oh, good. Good eye. Good
The
eye.
drink on the table there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And then the next one that also made its way onto Tubi. Tubi reposted this adorable
Yes.
picture of Melanie, Dom, and Kat all together, looking so cute and
Yep.
happy.
We see Dom's hair.
Yeah.
So we don't know if this is if this is going to be Waverly's haircut as well, or if this is, maybe there's a wig or something. But
Yep.
this is Dom's hair looks really cute.
And this probably on set, I'd say, because Melanie has extensions in.
yeah, it's
Hard to say. Yeah. Hard to tell. You'll know. Then another one with her and another, I'm assuming, crew member in a
my
very
God.
chilly location. His
Oh my
beard
God.
looks frozen.
This poor guy.
Beautiful with the pine trees in the background and
Ah.
just beautiful, but cold also. And lastly, we have a lovely picture of Kat Perel in the makeup trailer giving the finger. So that's nice. Looks very cute. They are like doing her hair to get some highlights up there.
Yeah.
So
And a big old wig in the foreground.
yeah, big old wig. We don't
Whose
know what
wig is
that's
that?
from. Whose wig is that? Hashtag whose wig is that?
Hashtag whose wig is that?
You could like zoom in and find some other stuff. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, there's some other. There's a beanie back there behind her. A couple other wigs on those mannequin heads.
As you would expect to find
Yeah.
in a makeup and hair trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff, Melanie.
Good stuff, Mel.
Thank you.
Honestly, I think she wins this
Oh yeah,
competition.
definitely.
We got something from Dom. It's a very lovely post. It's a very I won't read the whole thing, but they posted something very nice, including along with some photos of a butterfly. Looks like maybe they were just walking around downtown and saw this. Here's to queer representation. Here's to the shit show that changed my life, and here's to family. Bye Calgary, it's been another awesome adventure, and that's a wrap. And so there's that photo of the butterfly in the window, and then it's Waverly's name on a trailer door, and it looks like on Dom's ride home, maybe leaving Calgary, long lonely highway, the sun setting, probably as they were leaving Calgary. But yeah, a very good
Yeah,
post, Dom.
very nice.
Not bad, not as good as Mel's, but it's okay.
Yeah. The written content is very meaningful. Very nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It was a lovely post.
Yeah.
And Waverly's number 3 on the call sheet, I take it. Just looking
Yeah,
at the
Number
door.
3, Waverly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Go Wynonna, Doc, Waverly, and then Nicole.
Yeah.
I would guess, yeah.
Pretty
Equal in
sunset.
our hearts.
Of course, yeah. We're not rating anything.
Yeah.
Here. That would be a really bad idea.
No,
Nope.
not a rating.
Nope.
Thinking of the, they put numbers on the door. It seems weird. Like, why do they have to put the number 3 on their trailer door? They can't just put Waverly. Why do they have to put the
Right,
number?
right.
I think it's for the PAs who don't know
Oh.
anything. Like, hey, can you
Go find number 3.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Learn their names, PAs.
Cat posted
Number
a
3.
nice. Yeah.
Ready
Number
for
3.
you.
Can you imagine? Like, get out of here. Kat posted a nice picture of a notice of infraction from
Yes.
Purgatory parking ticket, and it looks like she's on her mark there.
Yeah, she's on a mark.
And
I'm
somebody
guessing
else
that's-
is too. Can't tell who
I'm
that
guessing-
is.
I'm guessing Waverly, right?
Yeah, looks pretty cool.
Mm.
And Kat also posted recently, just yesterday. It looks like a picture of Bernie,
Yay.
cute, sweet Bernie,
Bernie.
celebrating his 8-year gotcha day.
What a sweet
Bernie.
boy.
His dog
Yes.
is so cute.
So sweet.
Drives
Hi,
me
Bernie,
crazy.
little bed.
Oh, Bernie.
Happy
Goodest
Gotcha
of
Day,
good
Bernie.
boys.
Yeah, happy Gotcha Day, Burn.
Oh.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, again, guys, soak it in. We're in purgatory. Let's enjoy the moment here. We don't know when we'll be back. We'll happy to come. We'll be happy to come back. So if people have ideas,
Yeah, we will find any reason to come back if we
Yeah,
can't. So
like-
if you got some ideas, throw them at us.
send them our way, and we'll be happy to talk about purgatory related topics.
Yeah.
We
And
got
how-
a few months before it's out, so we gotta
Quite a few.
figure something out.
I think a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah. So how could they send those our way, Kat?
Oh, well, you can send us an email at shenerds@gmail.com. If you go through our website, shenerds.com, you can also send us a message. You can leave us a voicemail. We'd love to get a purgatory themed voicemail.
Yeah. Maybe in a
While
doc
you're-
voice. That'd be cute. Be
Oh,
fun.
that'd be great. I'd love to hear that. And while you're there, you might as well look at some merch. You can buy us a beer like Suze and Minnie did for Tara's birthday, or get caught up on old episodes.
Ooh. Work your way to becoming a knight. We're on the Twitter. Yes, it's still the Twitter. At Snot Podcast with one B.
And Facebook and Instagram at She Nerds Out Podcast. You can also leave us that review.
That'd be
with
great.
Whatever you like.
5 stars. 5 stars only.
Oh, I'm also I'll talk more about it next week, but I'm also gonna give a shout out, speaking of 5 stars, because they have a song called 4 stars. But that's not what you should rate us. Definitely 5.
Tara,
but
this is
it's
confusing.
I know, it's my
getting confusing.
brand now, I feel like. But it's Girls 5 Ever. So there we go. Back at the 5. Girls 5 Ever has
Great.
dropped on Netflix. So excited. I'll talk more about it.
it's already
Nerd-
out.
Oh, yeah, it's
Oh,
out. The
shit.
6th season, or the 6th season, the 6th episode, 3rd season. So now
Damn.
all the episodes are there. So you can get all caught up. So watch it from the beginning,
great.
give it some hours, right? Some streaming hours, then get on it. So it only has 6 episodes. The other 2 have 8. And I loved it. It was so good. I'm so just grateful that
And you watched
we
all
have
of
that
them,
3rd
right?
season. Oh, me? Yeah,
all right,
twice.
okay.
Oh,
course.
I watched all the new season already. I'm done.
You've already
Absolutely.
watched the new season?
Oh yeah, in a
Damn.
day and a half. Done. It came out
Well
on the 14th, I think. So
Okay.
yeah,
That was
I mean it's
quick.
quick. The episodes are like 25 to 30 minutes. They
Got
they
it.
go by fast. You're like trying to keep
Sure.
up. I usually have to go back and watch them again just to like catch all the little jokes in there, right?
Sure.
Oh, no. Now can you hear Charlie? Now she's barking. So
Oh,
very excited.
Charlie.
but yeah, we
vocal
love
bonds.
Girls 5 Ever. It's so
Of
fun. If
course.
you like friendship, some sexy ladies,
Check.
fun,
Check.
Tina Fey jokes, lots of them. Meredith Scardino did Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and yeah, so fun. I love it.
Checks all the boxes.
Heartfelt things. Sarah Bareilles being amazing. Queer representation, lots of it. Very fun.
I love all of it. Fabulous.
Right after this
Must check it
podcast
out.
end, go check out.
Yeah.
Right after I watch Oak Island.
Ugh,
Yeah, of course.
okay.
So we better wrap this up because we're gonna have to go off and figure out how to work Tubi into the title of this week's episode.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a challenge.
Top shelf Tubi. I don't know. Think about it.
Yeah.
Something about legends. Disney legend. Tubi's legendary. Tubi.
Kelly Ripa, Tubi Disney legend.
She's not getting the title.
Well, we'll workshop that. Workshop that. All right. Well, shall we meet again? She nerds out.
Out.
She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things. Nerdy things.
And then the showrunner who also did what's the one with the hang on.
Trying to act it out.
All right, back me
Pictionary. Cloud.
2 words. First word.
First word. Explosion.
Hold on. Pause.
Big hat.
You aren't helping right now.